Fam, listen. Welcome back. It is high time we interact with Bo Burnham again. Oh, yes. There was a PayPal patron. Salute to you. Thank you for the recommendation and for the donation. You helped the channel grow. And they recommended, look, you have to look up White Woman's Instagram by Bo Burnham. Now, listen, if you're seeing this on YouTube right now, it's probably been on Patreon for a number of days, maybe weeks, I'm not sure. But definitely unlock the vault. As a matter of fact, All Eyes on Me, the reaction, is kind of locked in Patreon because YouTube does the block thing, the copyright strike thing. So I'm not sure what's going to be able to filter out of the Patreon to the YouTube. So support if you can. Links to all of that will be in the description. Without any further ado, this is Bo Burnham, White Woman's Instagram. We're just going to let him cook. Cook, sir.
An open window, a novel, a couple holding hands.
I don't trust you, though. Listen, I have seen too many Bo Burnham videos. You remember the, which one was it? That's just how the world works. You know, Bo Burnham is the type of artist that wants you to lower your defenses so that he can punch you clean in the mouth. Right? I don't know where this is going, but it's not going to be somewhere where I think it is.
A couple holding hands.
Cook, sir.
An avocado. A poem written in the sand.
Yo. So the room is more disheveled than one might have imagined without the close-up. You know, and I think, you know, that maybe is part of the underlying message here. I mean, Bo is saying, like, look, you know, a lot of these, you know, I mean, for instance, you know, you see the close-up. I look like I have a kind of a nice office, but there's actually like a spoon here. If you were to zoom out, you'd see how messy my desk is. I drink a lot of coffee, so there's a spoon still on my desk. You know, I think what Bo is alluding to is that, yeah, you know, you get this close-up where everything kind of looks nice, but then when you zoom out, the room is a mess. They're pantsless. So, you know, look, a lot of things with Bo, he's a very brilliant guy. That in and of itself is a double entendre. It's like it's what you can't see that's the problem, right? The things that they zoom in on are going to kind of look pretty. I'm going to go back a couple bars, let him cook, sir.
Written in the sand. Fresh fallen snow on the ground. A golden retriever in a flower crown. Is this heaven? Or is it just a white woman? A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram.
Listen, hear me out. And this is a perfect time to freeze frame it. Listen, there are, you know, certain accounts, you know, whose owners, you know, might be, you know, have ancestors, you know, from the Caucasus. You know, and they might like to take pictures of their lattes and whatnot. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, if Bo Burnham would have made a song about a black woman's Instagram, would he still be around? Would he be canceled? Oh, Lord. We're just gonna go back a couple bars. Come on, go ahead and cook, sir. We're listening.
Woman, a white woman's Instagram. White woman, a white woman's.
So look. Harry Frankfurt. I mentioned his book, Harry Frankfurt's book. It's called On Bullshit, right? And he uses bullshit in a technical sense, where it's, you know, the liar wants to take advantage of your desire for the truth. So they'll pretend that the lie is actually true. Whereas the bullshitter is just going to put flowery, salient stuff that doesn't really mean anything, right? You know, I think that, you know, what Bo Burnham is trying to kind of show us is a lot of the, you know, the Instagram models are kind of bullshitters. Where it's like, you know, what does it mean that there's flowers over your eyes? I've seen that before. I've seen it as like, oh, you're laying in the sun and there's flowers kind of where your eyes should be. It's like, what practical use is there for that? You know, it's like it's a little awkward looking, but it's salient. It's flowers, it's sunshine, but it's ultimately meaningless and a bit hollow. And then, I think Bo would, go as far as to say, if you zoom out far enough, you'll kind of see that, that the inside of their car is dirty, or they're, they're pantsless.
Instagram, white woman, a white woman's Instagram. Latte foam art, tiny pumpkins, fuzzy comfy socks. Coffee table made out of driftwood, a bobblehead of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yo, why? Listen, Bo, we get it. We understand. We don't need the left butt cheek all the way out. We don't. Continue to cook.
A needlepoint of a fox. Some random quote from Lord of the Rings, incorrectly attributed to Martin Luther King. Is this heaven?
There was a shirt that I saw one time. A guy was walking on, and the shirt said, "I never said that," and it was attributed to Martin Luther King. That's pretty good.
Or am I looking at a white woman? A white woman's Instagram. White woman.
Yo, listen, is it? Listen, is it only white women who do this on IG? I know that all I know is that it's not Black and Latino women, usually, but I would put Asians, and Asian women kind of do some of that too. And listen, I'm happy that we can say race things. Because when I was young, we would say race things. Black people would be like, yo, white people, why do y'all love mayonnaise on stuff? Like, mayonnaise to me was always kind of gross. And then we say, Black people, why do y'all like grape drink? Why do y'all like, what y'all like? Why do y'all do what y'all do? And it was okay to kind of ask these things. We all had kind of a childlike wonder. I wonder if somebody had the boldness to do, Black woman's Instagram, if he would remix it. Because he's correct so far. He is.
White woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram. Her favorite photo of her mom. The caption says, I can't believe it. It's been a decade since you've been gone. Mama, I miss you. I miss sitting with you in the front yard, still figuring out how to keep living without you. It's got a little better, but it's still hard. Mama, I got a job I love in my own apartment. Mama, I got a boyfriend and I'm crazy about him. Your little girl didn't do too bad. Mama, I love you. Give a hug and kiss to dad. A goat cheese salad.
Yo, listen, look, I mean, whoever was helping him to design these scenes, you got to give a lot of credit to it, because, these are very, very, all of these are like Instagram where they say, I'm reading a book under a blanket, which is lit by, there's angels. There's angels in the room beyond that blanket, clearly. Yeah, I don't know what it is. He's capturing something, and maybe that's kind of that's the thing about Bo Burnham, that a lot of people, it's like, what exactly is he capturing? Like, I know that he's right, but how is he doing it? It's like, if I were to think of, what's another thing that's on, the upper middle class white woman's IG? What's another thing? Leave it in the comments below. If you could think of another thing, which is, because the thing that I think of is like lattes with shapes in it. Like there's a snowman in the latte, or there's like a leaf in the latte, or there's a heart in the latte. I know that, that's the, upper white middle class, mega church goer white woman. That's their IG. That's what it's full of. This kind of thing. But, I can't think of another thing off the top. I mean, Bo is good at this. Right. Now look at that. Look. Wait, hold on.
Simple glass of wine.
Look. There's cactuses on top of two books. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, but why? Why? Bro, this song is making me question my sanity, because I see things like that and I'm like, okay, that looks, there's something visually to that. There's the I guess there's the wildness of the cactus and the kind of Euclidean shape of the books underneath, but I don't understand what either of them have to do with one another.
Incredibly derivative political street art. A dream catcher bought from Urban Outfitters. A vintage neon sign. 3 little words, a couple of doves, and a ring on her finger from the person that she loves. Is this heaven? Or is it just a white woman? A white woman's Instagram. White woman.
It's not all white women. It's upper middle class. I think it's upper middle class white women.
A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram.
He nailed it with that pumpkin candle. And the glasses and the sweater with, okay, here's another thing, right? There's a lot of those sweaters with a lot going on in the neck area. So it's not just a turtleneck. It's just, the neck is just bursting with comfy, it's like a built-in scarf that's part of the sweater. There's a lot of that. Yeah. Jeez, H, why do you, now, there's no lesson in that. I mean, I guess there is a lesson in it. Lord have mercy. Gosh, that was hilarious. And it's hilarious because I think where Bo Burnham masters comedy is in his ability to find something that deeply resonates with us without telling us how he knows that or how he has the ability to do that. It reminds me of the Pringles can. When he says, I can't fit my hand in a Pringles can. It's like all of us have had that problem. And yet none of us knew that we were all having it. And he's done it again here, where it's like when you're scrolling through Instagram, you're like, oh yeah, I definitely know that if I had to click on that profile, I would see a upper middle class white woman, right? Because this is the kind of thing that they constantly post. But when we're scrolling and we're thinking that, we think we're the only ones thinking it. And we're not. And Bo Burnham shows us that the world is actually a lot smaller than we had first assumed. This was goated. Let me know what we should check out next.